What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna check ourselves out with some Deadlock. Now, it did not really want to work on the Steam Deck. It's just not supported right now. I thought that was a little weird. It's not their own, like, Valve game isn't supported on the Steam Deck, but hey, maybe it's something to do with Linux or something like that. Even though it's their own thing, it's probably still the least of their concerns. They want to make sure this works on everything else and getting feedback and all that first. Then later on, they'll probably make it work on the Steam Deck. At least I'm hoping, because that'd be awfully silly if it never is supported, you know? That's their own game. So we'll just have to wait and see on that, but we're on PC now, so that shouldn't matter. But in any case, why don't we go ahead, not waste any more time, and go hop ourselves into the game. All right, here we go. We're gonna try 1080p with everything on high. It didn't work well on the Ally X, so it's probably gonna go even more poorly on this thing, especially because we have to screen record. Ooh, I don't want that to be stretched. We want that to be FSR2, even though I don't like TAA. It's still, I think it looks better than old school FSR and just stretch. Maybe I'm wrong on the stretch. Maybe stretch is the better option if you just want to do native. But either way, let's go hop into the game. Alright, here we are in the game. I do apologize about the dang stat window just being in the middle of the screen like that. I did not put it there. I checked Afterburner. It still is supposed to be up in the left corner where it always has been. Because I was like, oh shit, did it somehow get changed? I never go in there once I have it set the way I like. But hey, stranger things have happened. But no. This game just, at least on DirectX 11, seems to like to do that. If you change over to Vulkan, it usually doesn't do that. But since I just did DX 11 the whole time on this thing, yeah, that's kind of what happened. I should have tried Vulkan instead, since AMD generally does better. But in this game, it seemed like on some of the systems, Vulkan was not performing as well as DX 11. That's why once I got to the Asus G15 Advantage, I started doing both. Actually, no, there was a small form factor one I think I did both as used. That generally does get put out before the Asus G15 Advantage now. It kind of gets incorporated with little mini stuff, even though it's way more powerful than technically all of them combined. If you could somehow fuse all of them with some DBZ fusion style earrings or something, the freaking small form factor PC would still absolutely decimate them. But it should. It's a rather pricey little system. It doesn't maybe look that impressive because it's so small, but it's still more powerful than a PS5 Pro. But like I've said before, you could buy like 3 or 4 of those sons of bitches for the price of just that computer alone, so not exactly the best value. But I wasn't going for value when I built that thing. I was just making a badass little computer that doesn't take up a lot of space. And technically I could take it around if I really wanted to. It's even got a little handle, but I think I'd rather just take my Ally around with that little, what was it, 15-inch monitor I got. That I hook up to my G15 Advantage. I think I'd just do that. Take my dock, my Ally, and that keyboard and mouse, put all that in a little backpack, and be good to go. And I even have a little carrying pouch for my Ally, so that thing shouldn't even get scratched or anything in transit. And all the games we play, I think the Ally would be able to do just fine.
Wonder what I can afford now.
And if not, then I could always just bring my, if I knew I was going to play a game like this, for example, I'd know I should bring my little small form factor PC instead. I don't think a little trip to my friend's house is going to break it. That'd be really sad. I'd be like, well, what the hell kind of shit did I build if it can't even take that? Hell, I used to take those HPs. What was it, the HP Elite 8200s or whatever? I used to take those to my friends' houses. Those things were freaking heavy, but they were tanks. You weren't damaging those bastards. Not externally, anyway. Well, now, hopefully, we can get closer to some actual playable frame rates now. We're still going to do native, not RP. I did most things on medium that could do medium, unless it was just high or low, then I left those on high for now. We'll put them on low once we actually get to 720p low. But anyway, let's get back to the game and let's see if we get playable FPS now. Alright, so, not RP now. At least we're getting closer to 30 FPS, but while recording anyway, still can't quite even stay at 30. But at least this is a lot more playable. It's funny how playable 30 feels after you were dealing with like 18 to 16, you know? But I would still like a little bit more. That's just me. Other people might be able to play with this, no problem. But me, not so much. Plus, I'm not even that great at this game right now anyway. I need a lot more practice. damn good green. I think it's called Dat Big Nasty or something like that. But it's like 28 something %, and it's nuts. It's not even frosted or anything. I know some of those things can be like frosted with a bunch of crystals, and then they'll say, we're 80% THC. And it's like, well, technically weed's not. It's all that freaking THC crystals you put all over it.
They've destroyed the Guardian on purple. I'll put them all out on a battlefield. Purple Walker is under attack.
I don't know why this thing got put in the center of the screen like this, but that's how it is, at least for DirectX 3D11. Vulkan didn't have that problem once I changed to that on my laptops and whatnot, but I should have tried that on here too, just to see if it gave us any better performance, but I think no matter what we used, it would hit that VRAM limit and start giving us these terrible frame time skips and bring us down into the teens and low 20s again, making it not very playable again. So I don't know, this game might just be a little too much for this poor thing, which is unfortunate, but hey, it happens. It's not exactly a powerhouse either, just like the Steam Deck. And the Alli's a little more powerful than them, but even it is not a powerhouse by any means. They're all pretty low-end entry-level computers at the end of the day. Alright, so now we're going to do some 720p with everything on low. And then, if I remember correctly, during the camera-recorded gameplay, I decided to turn on FSR. But I know I'll say what's going on in the video. I almost always do. I'll be kind of mad at myself if I don't in this circumstance. But I guess we'll see when I get there. But for now, to the game. Well, now, here we go. We're on 720p low now. Again, I do apologize about the stupid stats window being in a wonky place. It wouldn't be there if I had my say. It would be where it normally is, but for whatever reason, this game at DirectX 11, it wants it to be there. It's probably just bugged. It's early access. I mean, we're not even going to be mad at them. I mean, it's early access. What do we expect? They're supposed to be figuring out all these bugs and all that shit.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
Man, I think I got like a cat hair in my nose or something.
Mid-boss has arrived.
But yeah, unfortunately, we still run out of VRAM, it seems. So anytime we run out of VRAM, I'm almost positive it's the VRAM causing these frame time stutters. That's what I'm starting to think anyway. I don't have any proof, but that's just what I think. Because think about it, if we've got 4 gigs for the entire system, not just games. I mean, I wished I could at least do that. If I could have a pure 4 gig for games, we'd probably be set for most 720p content and probably 900p. 1080p would start be getting too much. Sometimes anymore you need like 6 to 8 for that. And eventually you'll need 12 and so on and so forth. But for now, that's about all you need for 99.9% of all games. Now there might be some outliers that need a little more RAM than that, but those are the kind of games that probably wouldn't run well on any of these systems anyway. At least from my testing. And that's usually the Unreal Engine 5 type games. Those generally run like absolute poop. Heck, most of the time, even on like a top-of-the-line PC, those don't run great. And they run pretty damn mediocre on the consoles, too.
Turrets online.
I'm excited to get my 590 and go back and test games that made my 4090 cry. Like Alan Wake 2 and shit like that. I'd love to test all those games. And before I install the thing, I'll probably go and do a bunch of benchmarking stuff with the 4090 so we can compare. So yeah, this isn't exactly playable to me, but it still might be playable to other people. Even with the frame time skips, I've had a bunch of people tell me that wouldn't bother them. All the power to you. It bothers the hell out of me, but I'm not everybody. And that's why I don't just go, oh, it's frame time skipping, skip, and just like not get any gameplay. I'm not everybody. Nor would I want it to be that way anyway. That would be very boring and honestly a little creepy if everybody was just like, I want to be just like you and have all of the same opinions as you. I'd be like, oh shit. But anyway, I guess I'm dead, so what a time to move on. Alright, let's try to get a little camera recorded gameplay in now. Decided to try to turn some FSR on. Again, sorry about the wonky placement of the stat window. I have it in the normal spot. I even double checked to make sure in Afterburner that it wasn't just like somehow changed, but no, this game just does this. Hopefully it's not going to do it on everything, but it probably will. But early development and all that, so.
Our blue walker is under attack.
Missed him.
They destroyed the Guardian on Greenwich. The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Darn, they got me again. Let's do that. And okay. Yeah. Game looks absolutely like trash with FSR on. Especially on a big screen like this, but it is what it is. It's the closest you can get to playable FPS.
I'm gonna find you.
Hope it's mad at me. complete waste of my ultimate, but I don't care. At least I finally got him. Oh, no, don't go over there. Alright.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
That's a good guy. There we go.
Green Walker is under attack.
Whoa. Oh, there you are. Oh, I had like no life left. Well, anyway, I think that's plenty for camera recorded gameplay anyway, so why don't we go wrap the video on up? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Deadlock on the FIREBAT Mini PC, and unless you're okay with playing at around like 40 to 50 FPS, even with FSR on, yeah, I mean, it just doesn't seem to really be a great game for this thing. I mean, it was getting over 60 here and there with FSR on, but it looked like dog shit while doing it. And then without the FSR, just native, it was just 38 to 45-ish FPS if I do recall. And that's not enough FPS for most people in a game like this. Again, this is early development. It might get a lot better by the time the game actually comes out. Who knows? Also, I apologize for Afterburner just being in the center of the screen. It's not like that in the actual settings. It's supposed to be up in the left corner like it always is. I looked and checked the settings as soon as I saw that before I started recording. I was like, huh, that's weird. Did that somehow get taken and out and put in some weird freaking way? I didn't even think you could do that with it. But hey, the game decided that's where it wants to put it, so that's where it was. And at least we had it. I think that's better than just saying, well, here's what it looks like. I have no idea what FPS we're getting. You know, that would have made for an even worse video, I think. So at least we got some footage. But that is all I got for you guys for this particular video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.